Looking for the best two-in-one laptop? Two-in-one laptops are becoming the go-to choice for versatility and convenience, combining the power of a laptop with the flexibility of a tablet. In this video, I'll break down my top 3 picks. Each one offers a unique balance of performance, design, and value, catering to different needs and budgets. The first one is perfect if you're looking for great performance on a budget, ideal for students and everyday tasks. The second one is a premium choice, offering the best features and performance for professionals who demand the best. And the last one is my top choice, providing excellent performance, a stunning display, and great battery life, all at a competitive price. Price information and all laptops mentioned in the video are available in the description. So, let's get started. Number 3. Dell Inspiron 7635, Best Budget 2-in-1 Laptop. When it comes to choosing a good budget laptop, I often struggle to find a decent 2-in-1 that's affordable and powerful, with the added advantages of being a 2-in-1. Thankfully, the Dell Inspiron 7635 looks to be just that. It's super affordable, especially for students, and has all the goodies of a sleek and slim 2-in-1 without awful performance. At the heart of this 2-in-1 laptop is the AMD Ryzen 5 7530U, a 6-core, 12-thread Zen 3 CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz that can turbo up to 4.5 GHz if need be. It's a fast CPU with great single and multi-threaded performance with Vega 7 integrated graphics. All this makes it perfect for everyday use, and you can even play a lot of competitive esports titles like Valorant, Dota 2, Counter-Strike, and Rocket League at high frame rates with no issues. Moving on to storage and RAM memory, it has a 512GB NVMe SSD and 8GB of DDR4 RAM. Unfortunately, if you want more RAM, then Dell is charging a $100 premium for the upgrade, with no way to do the upgrade yourself, as the RAM is soldered into the motherboard. If we overlook the disappointing RAM situation, the rest of the laptop is pretty good. The biggest highlight of the Inspiron 16 is its battery life, and Dell claims it goes to 14 hours on a full charge, which is undoubtedly incredible. Along with the long battery life, you'll also like the touchscreen display, which has a resolution of 1920 by 1200 and produces great colors. It's sharp and decently bright at 300 nits, however, I would have loved a slightly brighter panel. Touch support is excellent and works with multiple fingers or a multitude of styluses and pens. However, Dell doesn't include a pen, so you may need to invest in one, but as I said, you can use almost anything on this screen. Connectivity is decent for a budget laptop, but it could have been better. It has a 3.5mm headphone jack, SD card reader, 2 USB 3.2 Type-A and 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C ports with DisplayPort and power delivery, HDMI 1.4, which is limited to 1080p, Wi-Fi 6E, and Bluetooth 5.3. Lastly, let's take a look at the overall design and ergonomics of the Dell Inspiron 16 7635. It weighs 2 kilograms, or 4.4 pounds, and it's perfect for fitting such a large screen. The best way to describe the weight is that it's light for a 16-inch laptop, but slightly heavy for a tablet. The laptop can be flipped completely to turn it into a large 16-inch tablet with no flex on the hinges, thanks to the entire body being built from a solid aluminum frame. If you're on a budget, it's hard to come by a good 2-in-1 that's not a Chromebook. Chromebooks are a good option, but they can't match the level of utility that a Windows machine can provide. One such Windows 2-in-1 laptop that comes really close to the Inspiron 7635 is the Lenovo Yoga 6 with the Ryzen 5 7530U. Specs-wise, they're identical, and they both come with 8GB of RAM and 512GB of SSD for starters at the same price. But Dell ends up winning ever so slightly because it comes with a much bigger display in nearly the same size and has a sturdier body than the Yoga 6. In conclusion, if I had to describe the Inspiron 7635 in one sentence, it would be that it's a good 2-in-1 laptop for a great price. For around $600, it's hard to find a 2-in-1 laptop that beats its value. Despite having only 8 gigs of RAM, it still manages to pack a lot more performance within a durable metal body in a market where every other laptop vendor is filling plastic shells with slow parts. Ratings: Design, 8.5 out of 10. Screen, 8 out of 10. Performance, 8 out of 10. Connectivity, 7 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10. For an overall rating of 8 out of 10. Number 2. LG Gram Pro 16-inch OLED 2-in-1 2024. Best premium 2-in-1 laptop. If you're looking for the ultimate 2-in-1 laptop and you're not worried about spending a bit extra to get the absolute best, then it doesn't get better than the LG Gram Pro 2-in-1. LG's Gram series has consistently been the answer to Apple's MacBook Air series, and shows the right way to make a thin and light Windows laptop that packs a punch. For the CPU, LG went with the brand new Intel Core Ultra 7 155H, based on the new Meteor Lake architecture that has 6 performance cores, 8 efficient cores, and 2 low-power efficient cores, for a total of 22 threads. It's a completely new way of looking at a laptop chip, especially for Windows machines, as they can balance performance and efficiency better than ever before. Thanks to the integrated ARC GPU, it's perfect for video editing and light 3D modeling, and can even play modern esports titles without issues. For RAM and storage, it has 32GB LPDDR5X RAM and a fast 2TB NVMe SSD, so no matter what task you throw at it, the Gram can handle it like a champ. Of course, when you open this laptop, you're greeted with a stunning 16-inch OLED display with a 2880 by 1800 resolution, 400 nits of brightness, 100% coverage of the DCI P3 color gamut, and a variable refresh rate of 48 to 120 Hz. It's a dream come true for professionals and avid movie enthusiasts. It also comes with a magnetically rechargeable pen with almost no latency, which makes using it feel natural. When everything fits perfectly, it's hard to look at any other display afterwards. As far as I can remember, this is LG's first attempt at a 2-in-1. Historically, the Gram series have just been MacBook Air competitors, but didn't live up to the mark, which is why most avoided them. While they were beautiful devices, it was tough for LG to balance battery life and performance in such a thin profile. Thankfully, the 2024 Gram ships with a 77 watt-hour battery with a super long video playback time of 20 hours. This also translates well into daily tasks, and the Gram easily lasts for almost 8 to 10 hours on heavy usage. I guess the efficiency of the new Core Ultra chip and the OLED panel come in handy to achieve such an incredibly long battery life that gave LG the confidence to make a 2-in-1 that's practical. Despite packing a super fast CPU and modestly large battery, it's one of the lightest laptops on the market at just 3 pounds, or around 1.36 kilograms, and one of the thinnest at just 12.4 millimeters. Given how big it is area-wise, it feels even lighter. My main concern with the LG Gram is always the overall rigidity of these laptops. This time, however, LG has made a lot of improvements, and it feels a lot sturdier and stronger with minimal flex in the middle of the body. When it comes to the competition, it seems like everyone is trying to make a premium high-end 2-in-1, but it's the Lenovo Yoga 9i that gives the Gram the toughest competition. The Gram Pro takes the lead because it's using the newer Intel Meteor Lake CPU, which is slightly faster than the last-gen i7 1360p of the Yoga. On top of that, it's more efficient and has Intel Arc integrated graphics that are almost twice as fast as the Intel Z graphics of the 1360p. While the Gram shines on every other corner, it should have more ports and Windows 11 Pro. It's a Windows 11 home 2-in-1 laptop with 2 USB 4 Thunderbolt 4 Type-C and 2 USB 3.2 Gen 2x2 Type-A ports, a headphone jack, Bluetooth 5.3, Wi-Fi 6E, and a full-sized HDMI port. A professional-grade computer should have the best possible software, especially considering the price. In conclusion, if you want a true 2-in-1 laptop with powerful specs and a body that makes you forget it's even there, then the LG Gram Pro OLED 2-in-1 is the right fit for you. At just under $2,000, it's an expensive machine, but there's almost nothing like it. With a gorgeous OLED panel and ultra-fast specs, all in an impossibly thin and light body, it's one of the most unique laptops ever. Ratings: Design, 9 out of 10. Screen, 9.75 out of 10. Performance, 9 out of 10. Connectivity, 7.5 out of 10. Value for money, 8.5 out of 10, for an overall rating of 9 out of 10. Number 1. Lenovo Yoga 7i 2-in-1, our top choice. For the longest time, 2-in-1 laptops were an ignored market segment for laptop makers. It was hard to choose a laptop that was decently fast and doubled as a tablet. Fast forward to today, the Yoga 7i is the culmination of Lenovo's efforts over the years to build a 2-in-1 that could potentially shake up the laptop market. It's powered by the Intel Core i7 1355U and paired with 16GB DDR5 RAM and a 2TB NVMe SSD. The 1355U has 2 performance cores that can turbo up to 5 GHz and 8 efficient cores for a total of 10 threads. It's a lot of performance for a thin and light laptop. Combined with the integrated Intel Z graphics, it can play some light indie and esports titles as well as handle professional workloads. Have in mind that if you're looking to get the Lenovo Yoga 7i for work, then do note that it comes in 2 display options. One is a full HD Plus display with a resolution of 1920 by 1200, and the other is a 2.2K display with a resolution of 2240 by 1400. You should definitely avoid the Full HD Plus version and go straight to the 2.K one. Although it's a decent display, the 2.2K display doesn't cost much more and is an upgrade in every way. You get a nice 16:10 aspect ratio touchscreen with a 100% sRGB color gamut that's 25% brighter than the 1080p version. This 2.2K screen is the main reason why I consider the Yoga 7i as the best value 2-in-1 laptop for both professionals and average users. The best part is that all of this doesn't hamper battery life either, and you can get almost 20 hours of video playback at full charge. The port selection, however, is not that good. On the right, you get a single USB 3.2 Type-A port and a micro SD card, while on the left, there's an HDMI port, two Thunderbolt 4 Type-C ports, and a headphone jack. This is enough for plugging in a few things, but as soon as you need to add more things, you may need to invest in a dock for port expansion. It also has Wi-Fi 6E and Bluetooth 5.1 for wireless connectivity, a high-quality 1080p webcam with Windows Hello, and a fingerprint scanner at the bottom right of the keyboard. Now that everything else is out of the way, I want to focus on the design of the Lenovo Yoga 7i. In my view, it's near perfect and is exactly what Lenovo's competitors should try and copy. The entire body is made of aluminum and feels tough and sturdy despite being a light 3.42 pounds or 1.55 kilograms laptop. It's also very thin, at just 16.51 millimeters, and the thickness doesn't change. Even when the screen flips completely and stays flush with the bottom of the laptop's body, it doesn't budge at all. You can also rotate it in other ways to either make a tent or get closer to the screen by flipping it 270 degrees. Either way, the hinges are really sturdy and do not flex or shake the device. The Yoga 7i seems to have no competition. You can only find good 2-in-1s in the Asus VivoBook Flip series that don't break the bank. The issue with them, however, is that they're unbalanced and tend to favor performance while sacrificing other features. The Asus VivoBook S16 Flip TN3604 is the best alternative with a faster CPU, but falls short in almost everything else. It has an unimpressively dim 1080p display, uneven design, and the port selection is way worse. All in all, the Yoga 7i is an awesome 2-in-1 laptop that sets the benchmark for others to follow. Lenovo managed to fit a top-end CPU, an amazing display, and a long-lasting battery inside a very thin metal chassis. And yet, the entire laptop costs just shy above $1,000, which really sets the bar for fast and portable 2-in-1 laptops. And because of that, it's my top choice as the best 2-in-1 laptop in 2024. Ratings: Design, 9.5 out of 10. Screen, 9 out of 10. Performance, 9 out of 10. Connectivity, 7.5 out of 10. Value for money, 9 out of 10. For an overall rating of 9 out of 10.